Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist making his amateur debut tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 140.3 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, mighty Mickey Bolden. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner, a mixed martial artist making his amateur debut tonight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 137.7 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Miguel Torres. And when the action begins inside the cage, Joe Sullivan.
Start off strong, Miguel.
3 2-minute rounds. Joe Sullivan is our referee. Bolden wearing the black trunks, Torres wearing the blue. Debut for both of these fighters under the bright lights at the Thomas & Mack Center here in Las Vegas. We are underway. Outside leg kick quickly from Bolden to start things out.
I like it. Get started early with the offense. You know the nerves are there for both of them. Come out there and just start the offense and see what happens.
Yeah, do exactly what you've been doing for years in the gym. Just let it fly. Spend all that time. Torres doing a nice job there with a couple of punches.
Yeah, nice counter. Right hand landed clean there.
Yeah, so those kicks for Bolden, effective early on, but Torres countering back, doing a nice job.
Yeah, that kick landed right on the clavicle from Torres.
Bolden having some success those low kicks, but has to be careful. You got to set him up. When you throw him naked like that, you really risk being countered over the top, and that's kind of what Torres has been able to do early.
Torres with a high kick of his own. That was checked.
Nice jab there from Bolden. Torres just missed the right hand over the top. And again, not setting up those kicks with punches in front of it, so you're really allowing Torres an opportunity to counter. Nice head movement, though. Bolden slipping those punches really well. Again, fight number 1 for both these fighters.
It's wild, man.
Both of them look so composed in there.
No thoughts of taking this fight to the ground just yet.
Both of them being effective in their own way on their feet, but man, Torres doing a nice job cutting off the ring. Now he goes for a takedown.
You see Torres countered well, trying to attack the neck right now.
Real good sprawl there from Torres.
Squeezing it in there. Bolden's got to be careful here with his neck. You can see the torque, but not quite the pressure there.
Final seconds here of round number 1, and Torres has done a good job turning the tide after Bolden started out pretty quick. Final seconds of the round, and he's going to be content to hang on, maintain control. Good round.
I mean, both fighters, their first round in the cage, in the books now, and not showing a lot of nerves.
Not at all. I thought they both looked incredibly composed for their first fight. Bolden was having a lot of success with those low kicks, as you see there in the corner. He's got to be happy with that. Showed great head movement, defensive awareness as well. But Torres did have some really solid moments, right hands that landed on those counters.
Yeah, it's interesting because Torres said that he always loved Anderson Silva because of the way that he flowed every time that he fought, very sharp and precise. And Bolden had a lot of that same sort of thing, like so early on in his career, seeing very well the attacks that were coming his way. But Torres did a great job with his aggression, like just kept his foot on the gas the entire time. If I'm in Torres' corner, I'm telling him more of what you did in the second half of that first round. And then for Bolden, it's just, hey, keep doing what you're doing early on, but just set it up a little bit better. What a night of fights here on beIN Sports. There's just something magic. Round number 2 underway. 2 more minutes on the clock. On beIN Sports, it's a pairing.
Bolden again out quickly, just like he did in round 1. But there you go, Torres swinging back, big right hands.
Yeah, and punches and bunches from Torres.
Nice knee landed there too from Torres.
Oh,
Wow.
A little creative there from
Jumping sidekick.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's like a movie you'd see in Street Fighter.
it really is.
Torres just briefly held the clinch there, backed away. He's having success on his feet. Like I said, that right hand has landed clean a couple of times, right over the top of those low kicks. Another spinning kick there from Bolden. Oh, nice leg kick there.
See a pretty good movement overall from Torres. And a nice little uppercut there as well.
And again, the composure for a debut from both these fighters, just really, really impressive to me. Torres right now moving things to the cage, backs away. Oh, the jab, nice. Oh, the right hand again.
Miguel
yelled for the uppercut.
Yeah, Bolden lands some shots here. Now he's kind of countering, waiting for Torres to come in, and he's cracking him in a couple instances.
He may be hurt.
I think he is.
Torres is doing a great job with exactly what he did there at the end of the first round, just aggressive, just standing right in front of his opponent. And Bolden's starting to get socked up pretty good here.
Just barely missed with that kick. Yeah, Torres really gaining some momentum right now.
And Torres being very offensively minded, but not doesn't look like he's punching himself out. Just very judicious with those shots.
Yeah, he's just so composed. Final seconds here of round number 2. They clash again, and another nice job by Bolden with the head movement, but Torres is finding the target still.
Yeah, that was a better round, I thought, for Bolden overall.
It really does. As you said, the head movement is nice. The fluidity that he's got, the athleticism they showed out there to move, it's solid. But again, just throwing those leg kicks and not setting them up with punches, and Torres is able to counter over the top of that. You know, there's some damage on the inside of the left leg of Miguel Torres. So those things are having some effect. But again, you just got to be aware of the counters that are coming over the top.
When they get into that shootout, you know, I think Torres is just coming away as a little bit ahead on each one, and we're seeing the accumulation of that. We saw Bolden, even though he did land some good shots, he was hurt there near the end of that second round.
Unofficial, I've got Torres up 2-0. How do you guys see it?
I see it the same.
Yeah. So Bolden, one final opportunity here in his debut, but again, unofficial, but I think he's going to need to get a finish if he wants to win this fight.
A couple big deep breaths from Bolden as he got off the stool at the start of this third round, Dave.
Third and final, Joe Sullivan bringing the fighters in. Here we go. Torres once again in the blue, Bolden's in the black. And Bolden, interestingly, looking for a takedown early on. Torres wants none of that.
His mouth wide open for Bolden. Oh, big shots being thrown there.
I think that was the best right Bolden's landed so far in this fight.
Another one there from him. He's got a little bit of that zip back, got a little wild there, and kind of walked into a left hand. At the end of round 2, it looked like he was fading a little bit, but he's got some pop back. I think he knows he's fighting from behind, doing what you want to see him do.
Torres doesn't look gassed at all. And interestingly, I mean, like, both these guys are obviously very lean and fit. But, I mean, you can see, like, the veins in the stomach of Torres. Like, there's, like, 0% body fat on that guy. So his conditioning, you know, is good. And we're seeing that as this fight does, in fact, make it into the third round.
Oh, nice that uppercut the corner was calling for landed clean.
And Bolden, once again, looking for a takedown. And Torres just pretty easily just shakes it off.
Yeah, that combination stung him, no question about it.
Got to watch the back of the head there from Torres. Joe Sullivan calls that out.
A little blood from the nose of Bolden now. Right hand over the top again.
Torres feeling real confident now, dropping those hands down, toying around a little bit. I mean, again, debut fight, and this is how you're feeling. That time in the gym has paid off, brother.
Wagging the chin out there, having some fun. But don't take your foot off the gas. If you can get the finish, even better, you know?
Yeah. Put an exclamation point on it. Why not?
Oh, straight right, landed clean.
Those are big shots, man. Torres' accuracy is impressive.
Hurt him again there. The call for the uppercut, it landed again.
Bolden goes down to a knee. Good sprawl that we're seeing from Torres. Solid flexibility.
Excellent defensive awareness here in the final seconds. Great work from Miguel Torres.
Living up to the hype of the name, Miguel Torres looking a lot like what we saw in those early WEC days with that flurry of punches, but this young man, very impressive. All the way through 3 rounds, kept his game plan going and just looked great.
I'm really surprised that this is his first fight. I mean, really,
Yeah.
the composure that we saw from him, the conditioning that we saw, and fighting another opponent who brings other unusual attributes to the weight class.
Yeah, it's even hard to find training partners that have that kind of build and are going to bring that kind of intensity at this weight class. You're exactly right, Mahoney.
Well, I think that's what's so impressive about the performance from Miguel Torres, because I look at Mickey Bolden and I say, okay, there's an athlete I want to see again. You know, he looks solid out there. As I said, the head movement was there, the leg kicks were there. He just needs a few tactical tactical adjustments, I think it'll serve him well.
Again, from his first performance today too, and that's what Tough Enough's all about. It's a learning experience. It's sharpening your tools and moving on to the next one. But an exciting